Jeff, how are you?
I'm doing well. Hey, this is getting serious now. I mean, we're less than a month away. As you've thought about um, everything and getting your speech ready and your thoughts together, what did the Rangers end up meaning to you? What do you think ultimately um, was at the core of the relationship?
Yeah, getting excited and getting close. Yeah, working on my speech. Still got some work done to the work to do there. But the Rangers have been since day one, since I got to the organization, has been a class number one. It's been not only with the fans and the front office, but the players. It's nothing I can say uh, bad about the Rangers. They've been supporters of me since day one, even to this moment. It's been so good about trying to get everything ready for the Hall of Fame, helping me and my family get through things that is a lot of things that I didn't even know that we have to go through, and they've been so helpful. So I'm really grateful for the Rangers, and I cherish all these moments. And I'm grateful that I was able to finish my last 8 years with the Rangers because they were really good 8 years.
You had played for Seattle, so you saw him up, pretty up close. Um, but when I know you went to Boston, so when you were a free agent, what attracted you way back then to the Rangers?
At that moment, there were, and I'm not gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it was in the top three team at the beginning because I was in Boston. I was looking to uh, mainly for a team that I was comfortable in, which I was Boston. I was comfortable at the time, and I was maybe looking forward to going back to the West Coast, the Dodgers, the Angels. But I focused my search on the team that can get me a good chance to win a World Series. Was mainly, and obviously the Rangers was one of those teams that just came back off the World Series. And once I saw that Vladimir was not going to sign back, and the whole deal with Cliff Lee didn't work out, and they called and they show interest, so I was definitely interested on the team. And after that, everything was smoothly, and we end up agreeing to a contract that I was really happy with.
Okay, I'll let somebody else go. Thanks, Adrian.
You're welcome.
Stephen Hawkins of AP.
As always, Adrian, good to see you. As Jeff said, you got a lot coming up. What's it going to be like these next few weeks for you going, being your involvement in the All-Star game and then going to the Hall of Fame? Just this whole month is going to be like for you. Talk about it.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of crazy, and I am looking forward to going back to Dallas and to Texas and being part of this elite group of Rangers to help me or be part of this futures game and be part of the whole celebration of the All Star weekend. And then after that, right after we're flying to New York, and it's gonna be interesting because it's got a lot of things going on at the same time. But it kind of helped me not think about too much about what's coming up. I do want to enjoy all this, next couple of weeks coming up, and I do want to sit down and kind of understand what is going to happen, when July 31st. The only thing holding me back is just the speech. I'm not comfortable doing a public speech. I'm not fully grasping the whole situation, how it's going to be. Hopefully everything goes fine, and after that, I'll be able to actually enjoy it and sit down and probably listen to some of the other speeches. But I know it's a huge deal for me. It is a great accomplishment that I never expected to have. I am going to try to enjoy it, but at the same time, I'm a little nervous about the speech.
Oh, you're going to pull it off just like you pulled everything else off. You know
Yeah.
that.
Thank you.
One other question I will have just on the All-Star. Have you ever been involved in the All-Star game other than when you were playing in it?
I never been an ambassador. No, I've been part of the futures game. I've done a couple commercials during the All Star game of the week, but not involved like this year. So it'll be my first time.
What's your biggest takeaway from your times as an All-Star that you remember that you still reflect on? That'll be all I got for you.
It's being part of these elite group that even fans or your peers or media pick you to be there after the best of the first half of the season. And being in the clubhouse with such a stars, you go in the clubhouse, and even if you go when you were young or when you were old, you're playing with the best of the best. And being in the same clubhouse with those guys is something that is, you cannot take lightly. My experience when I was in a clubhouse with Jeter, so King Griffin, Mike Trout, those guys, they were like, it's guys that I idolize, I'm a big fan, and being in the same clubhouse with those guys is something cool. So it's something that you should not take lightly. It's a cool event, and hopefully everybody enjoys the good time, because it is a good time.
All right, Adrian. Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Okay, we'll go to David Adler of MLB.com. Go ahead, David.
Thanks. Hey, Adrian. Just wondering, just what are you looking forward to about just the different parts of All-Star Week, like the All-Star Village, like getting to interact with, all your fans, and then also the things you're doing with your old teammates?
I think seeing old teammates would be great. I've seen a bunch of them lately, but I've seen all together would be fine. Sharing the clubhouse with them, kind of going back to stories that when we play together, just fool around a little bit, and being around young players, especially in the futures game, to see them. Like I had the experience last year and the year before when I was here in LA. And then seeing those guys playing the big league a year later, it's kind of a funny thing to see. But I'm looking forward to be managing for the first time, see how that goes. But it's gonna be a cool experience. Hopefully, I can just sit back and enjoy it.
And what about just the fan side of things? Just getting to meet and greet with the fans at the All-Star Village.
I mean, the fans has always been great. It's fun to interact with the fans. They're being such a great fans for me and my family. I was in Dallas last week, and I got to the stadium, a little quietly to the stadium, and I got to some fans. I mean, that they're just delightful. They're good fans. They're supportive. I was there because my daughter had a volleyball tournament, and during the tournament in Dallas, the fans came up to me and they were just great. There's nothing bad that I can say about the Rangers fans. They're always being good, supportive, and I enjoy always being around them.
Thanks, Adrian.
You're welcome.
Okay, we'll go to Helen's laptop, which is T.R. Sullivan.
Adrian, what do you think? You have 3 kids. What do you think is good about the All-Star experience for kids beyond just watching their father in the baseball game? What should kids enjoy about the All-Star weekend experience?
My kids especially, they love the All-Star game. They like being around. My son too, obviously he played baseball, and he couldn't wait to be in the clubhouse or around the clubhouse or near, those players. So is a lot of things that I do is mainly because I want him to be part of it, because I know how much he enjoys that. I don't do it often so much. I don't enjoy all those things, but he does it. He does. So it'd be cool to have him around, have my 2 other daughters too around the clubhouse or around outside the clubhouse. They can be in the clubhouse. But having the experience of seeing so many legends, so many players, on their prime playing the game.
But most fans don't get to go in the clubhouse. I mean, like the village or the events or anything. What, like outside the clubhouse, what stands out for kids?
Well, I can't talk for them, but I'm saying they're just seeing players around. I think a lot of kids go around the village and to see these players, and when they get to interact with players like Pudge and Michael and the legends in Texas, I think they have a great time doing that and meeting those players. Hopefully, get a picture, autographs. So I think all the Rangers fans, especially in Dallas, area, I'm looking forward to that.
When you interact with fans, do you get a kick out of seeing the joy of them looking at you, a Hall of Famer, a Ranger, an All-Star? Do you understand how much of a joy that is just for those people for just like 10 seconds?
I try to understand. For me, when I see a kid asking for a picture, autograph, or just meeting me, and I seen their faces, it's something that you can't compare to anything else. Because I was a kid. I was a kid that met MLB players before, and I know how that felt. And to give them, those kids, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, and a minute happiness of be able to meet maybe one of their favorite player. For me, is always something that I would never forget, and I don't want to take that away from any kid because I know how that feel, and I always want to be available for those fans, those kids that want to meet me or want a picture, want an autograph. I know how important it can be for that kid.
Okay, Helen and I both thank you.
Thank you.
We'll go to Evan Grant of Dallas Morning News.
Hello. When you played, you'd get to the All-Star game late Sunday night. You know, you went through the workout and you were part of the workout day and part of Derby Day. And now that you're not playing and you've seen what else is involved in All-Star Week, what do you think of what MLB does with that week of celebrating baseball?
I think it's a great job, and it's a great point, Evan. I never looked at it that way. You know, so much stuff, and I was playing so much stuff going around the All-Star game that most players don't really realize. I think putting the All-American games for high school guys, from the swingman tournament, and then the futures game, and all this stuff, the celebrity softball game, and all the different stuff around the stadium is a great event. I think they've done a great job, and it's cool for the fans to be able to enjoy different part of the weekend. But yeah, like me, now that I'm retired and I'm able to, when I go to this event or the All-Star Week, I get to see all the stuff that's going on. It's really cool. I never paid close attention as I should before. For the last few years, I've seen how many things they do different, and how much different event you can attend and be able to enjoy that weekend. I think they've done terrific job.
I mean, it becomes a celebration, a festival of baseball, basically, is what it becomes, right?
Yes, it is. They've done a great job, like I said before, and I think they're improving. You know, they're being really good at it, and just giving more things to fans to do, not just the All-Star game.
Hey, and the last thing is, you are exceptionally busy these next couple of weeks, and I know what you said, that like this gives you some time to kind of step away and not think so much about that, but it is tying together how much you think about this organization, right? That you're this involved. You want to represent this organization on this national scale, right?
I do 100%. Like I'm grateful for all the teams that I play for. I think all the teams treat me really well. I have no complaint there. But the Rangers being, it's been over the top of that. They're being supportive since day one. The relationship that I have with the players and the front office has been not second to none. And I'm not the kind of guy that's always out there in the middle of things, but anytime that I can support the Rangers and anything they do, I'll be there because they're being good to me. So I want to reciprocate and giving back to them.
Now, would you like me to shut the hell up?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.
That makes two of us. The next question is from David Venn. Go ahead, David.
All right, let me unmute here. Okay. Hey, Adrian. Just on the theme of the Rangers, obviously, in a period of about 8 days, you're going to have all of the love from Rangers fans and the Rangers organization with the All-Star game and everything involved in it. And then a few days later, you're going to have a mix of Rangers fans, which I'm sure will travel well to Cooperstown, but you're also going to have a lot of love from your countrymen who will also travel well to Cooperstown, how they've done with David Ortiz, Pedro Martinez in recent years. So I was wondering how that all comes together for you and what you're anticipating with all the mixture of the love from Rangers people and then people of your own country in Cooperstown.
Yes, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I know how loyal the Rangers fans have been, and I'm gonna try to enjoy every moment of it. I don't like to have high expectation of things, but I'm looking forward to see how it's gonna be. I'm looking forward to being in Dallas, a few weeks from now, and enjoy that moment. And then in Cooperstown, I just don't know how it's going to be. I don't know how many fans are going to come. I know my country is really supportive of the players. I'm not as popular as Big Papi and Pedro Martinez, but normally are my country. They're huge baseball fans, so they're normally support. We'll see how it goes, but I do want to go there and see how it's going to be. I want to try my best to enjoy it. I want to be able to understand what's going on, and be able to grasp all the stuff that I never thought it could happen in my life. This is going to be a special moment, and I'm going to try my best to enjoy it. I'm going to try my best to suck everything in, and hopefully the fans can enjoy it. They have a good time, and there will be no hiccup or nothing. I hope it's not too hot. I hope it doesn't rain. I hope it's a great weekend for everybody, including my fellow inductees that are going to be with me there. So hopefully it'll be a great weekend for everybody.
And just one more question, following up on that. Have you spoken to them much, whether it's Vlad or Pedro or Ortiz, about what the experience is like and what to expect?
Not yet. I talked to them for a little bit. David was the first guy I talked to, and Pedro, but not to the extent of what to expect. I think that probably going to have this conversation maybe in the next couple of weeks or so. But you know what? It's just every year is different. Every year is different. I think the Hall of Fame and the Rangers front office have done a great job trying to give me a good idea how it's going to be, and try to put things in perspective, and try to help me in a lot of things that I'm not going to be able to do, protocols and things that is going to be out of my control. I'm trying not to get too emotional about it. I'm trying to keep things simple, but I just don't know how it's going to be. So, however it's going to be, I've never been in Cooperstown and during the celebration of inductees, but I just hoping for the best and trying to enjoy it with my family, my fans and friends on that weekend.
Thank you.
You're welcome.